girl T here, back with the Ttime Tuesday video. I know y'all are having a beautiful, blessed day because we're tea timers. It's absolutely what we do. No, I'm not going to rob a bank. I was going to go for a walk and it's raining heavily where I am. So I'm going to take this party inside. But before I do, our affirmation of the day is, why am I the center of everyone's world? Why are we the center of everyone's world? We're tea timers. Of course people want to be around us. We're the center of their universe. I wanted to reinforce again today because I'm getting questions that are making me feel like maybe it's not hitting home, that when you're trying to manifest something, it starts and ends with you. If you're trying to manifest an SP and they're showing up wonky, what are you doing with that information? Are you perceiving them to be wonky the way they're showing up? They're ignoring you. They have started a life with you and dipped out. Their behaviors aren't matching up to what you were hoping for with them. They are projecting an immature, not so great version of themselves to you. What do you do with that information? Do you decide, I don't want this SP, I only want the SP that shows up for me as a prince, who treats me like gold, who walks on water to be with me, who would move heaven and earth for me? Or do you decide, oh, that SP is the one that I'm stuck with, so I'm just going to keep throwing affirmations at that SP so that he changes? Or do you go internal and say, why do I believe that I deserve this BS from my SP? Why do I feel like it's okay for them to show up as this distorted, dysfunctional version of themselves and I'm okay with it? Why have I accepted that? And perhaps if you look internal, the answer would be, maybe you have a belief where people are allowed to show up as toxic humans in your environment. For myself, 10 years ago, I would have accepted that. But today, oh hell no. I don't deal with that SP. I don't deal with that person who's showing up. They're foreign to me. I only get people who show up for me with respect, who are amazing, who treat me with the same mutual respect that I treat them. They know the rules when they're with me. They treat me like a queen and I treat them like a king. So if you are coming in that Joker version, I don't know that person. So you need to get out the same way you came in. It can go deeper than that. Again, when we were younger, if we formed a belief from any set of events that stuck with us till now, which a lot of us have still, like I'm not chosen, I'm not prioritized, I'm not wanted, etc. When your SP shows up, they have to play by those rules, that you're not chosen, you're not wanted, you're not desired, etc. Go back to yourself. Do you believe that you only deserve the best version of people? Do you believe that people have no choice when it comes to you but to treat you like the king or queen that you're portraying yourself to be? Do you believe that when people show up for you, they have to follow whatever identity you've put out there? I am such and such. I am such and such. They have to follow that rhetoric. A lot of you aren't going back to yourself. You're saying, what affirmation will make my SP show up differently? Or they're doing such and such behavior. How do I change that? Like you're some witch with a wand that goes around looking at the effect of your thoughts, poking it at these different people, going, change, change, change. I'm the good queen of the West. Change. It's not like that. Again, when you're watching a movie, if you want the movie to change, do you throw popcorn at the projector? Do you throw popcorn at the screen? Do you start yelling affirmations at the screen that you're watching the movie on? Or do you go to the projector that is playing the movie and switch the tape in the projector? You have the tape that goes in the projector in your mind. When you are thinking of your desired person, place, or thing, are you thinking it in the way that you want them to be? The way that you want that thing to show up for you? The way that you expect it to show up for you? Or are you replaying that old behavior from your SP? Are you replaying your broke bank account? Are you replaying things the way that they used to show up for you? Is the movie reel up here still playing 10 years ago footage? Or is the movie reel up here continuously playing the new version of that desired thing that you are trying to manifest, or that desired person that you are trying to manifest? Your mind is impartial. It can only show you where you focus your attention. If y'all would read a lot of the questions that you send to me, that is where you're focusing your attention. 90% of you are focusing it on the negative behavior of your SP, or the negative circumstance that's happening in your reality, or the negative thing that pops up. Take that focus and put it on the thing actually working for you, the person actually showing up the way that you want them to. Or, for lack of a better term, take all your energy and freaking put it on yourself. I am always chosen. I always get what I want. I manifest in X amount of days. I have the perfect self-concept. I am the best version of me now. I'm the best version of me in every timeline. People can't help but show up for me as the king or queen that I declared myself to be. People always have the best behavior around me. People are dying to show me their best side. My SP can't think of anything but me. He hates other girls or guys. He can't stand them. The only person he can ever see a future with is myself. How hard is it to let the other thoughts float out of your mind because they are not serving you, and focus your energy and attention on thoughts that do serve you, on thoughts that are going to feed your soul, on thoughts that are going to make you feel like you have your person, you have that money in your bank account, you have the car of your dreams, you have that. When we were kids, we did this all the time. Y'all can probably think of a time where you wanted something as a child and you told your parents, I'm getting it. And they said no. And then you harassed them. And then they said no. And then you harassed them. And some magical way, the thing showed up for you. Or some of you were direct when you're younger. I'm going to be this when I grow up. And they shot you down on that. Or they might not have nurtured you on that dream because it seemed far-fetched. But you ended up being that thing anyways. This is how powerful we are. If we can learn how to stand in our power, focus our attention and energy on what it is that we want as opposed to not want, and just stay firm in our declaration of who we are as a person, what behaviors we expect as a person, how things are going to go for us as a person, be that creator boss that we were meant to be, your 3D will change. But a lot of you are letting circumstances boss you around. Oh, this happened in my 3D, which is an effect of you thinking that previously at some place in time. You thought that that would happen, and it did. So you're torturing yourself over your own thought process, over your own belief system that created that thing, and now you're responding to it by thinking the 3D is crapping on you. It's not the 3D crapping on you, it's you crapping on yourself. You were scared that this thing would happen, so you put all your attention and focus on it. It did happen, and then you're complaining about it happening, and why am I blanking? You are responding. That's what I was trying to say. You're responding to it again, and then recreating it again by responding to it and focusing all your attention. Break the chain. What do you want? What does what you look like? And sit in there. Affirm from there. Affirm from the person who has that. Affirm from the person who really believes that's going to come true. It's going to feel weird. You're going to feel like it's not a thing. But what's the old saying? They always say, fake it till you make it. You have the job before it's actually been given to you. You have the house before you actually move in. We do it all day. Let me give you an example. You're going to the grocery store. What do you do when you're going to the grocery store? Before you get to the grocery store, you compile a list mostly. Some in our heads, some people write it down. Do you envision the things that you're buying in the grocery store when you get there? And when you get to the grocery store, do you actually purchase those things and take them home with you? That's also a form of manifestation. You have decided that you're getting things at the grocery store. You get to the grocery store, get those things, and you bring them home. And the action part of it is that you go to the grocery store. But you've already visualized what's happening in the grocery store, and you take those groceries home with you. Every single thing on the face of the planet, companies, cars, light, etc., was at one time a thought, an idea, an imagined act in somebody's head. And then it came to fruition as they focused their attention more and more on it, and the events that would surround it. They might have got a builder to come and help them. Somebody finally believed in them, and they knew somebody that could help them with that idea. And it grew, and it snowballed, and it got momentum, and then it came into fruition in the 3D. Our 3D is an effect of what we think, a combination of where we focus our attention, our thoughts, our belief systems, etc. So if you are looking into your 3D and it looks whack, go back to your mind and think, why is this affecting me so much? What does this mean for me? And then you might have a belief tied to it, you might not. You might have to just jump into a new timeline where everything in your life is perfect and people, places, and things always show up for you the way that you decree them to. And for a lot of you, when you're giving me these examples, it's hard for me to just generally answer them and give you a general answer, because everybody has a different background story that I like to get into a little bit further to see why your attention and energy is focused there. But generally speaking, you can shift to a different timeline where that thing is no longer a problem, where that problem doesn't exist. If you need more help getting there, y'all can contact me and I can help you get there easier, quicker, and it might make your life easier. My dream is that all of you don't need coaching, that you just return back to that little goober you were, where nothing was impossible, where you were limitless and you could do whatever you wanted, and you decided what it is you want all the time, and you stood in that power and you didn't let anybody tell you otherwise. That's my dream for the planet. And all of us will be living in our dream realities where we get what we want, and life will be easier for everybody and happier. I love y'all, but not as much as y'all should be loving yourselves. Have a beautiful, blessed Tuesday. Bye.